What's up, Patriots? Patriots. I'm probably gonna lose a lot of fans now. Not that I really have many fans, but you know what I mean. Figured I'd have to support my team. I'm on the Bucks wagon for sure because I feel as though Tom Brady built the Patriots. We were the doormat of the NFL. You get two Bobby Orrs in a single lifetime, being Bobby Orr and Tom Brady, and they're retiring with different teams. No, it's not acceptable in my eyes. Look, I want to tell you guys, I'm sorry about the flag. I know it appears that flag's backwards. It's not in my world, but it is on the camera. My budget's extraordinarily small. I'm building it up, and I'm going to get the right stuff, and I'll have it arranged properly. Look, I've lost everything for this. I've sacrificed everything for the few people that even watch. I'm not doing any notes or anything today. I just want to come to you quickly. And I say this often, I'm not religious at all. At all. In fact, I curse religion. I was raised a Jehovah's Witness, actually, big time, in a big way. I definitely bought it, hook, line, and sinker, believed it. A lot of the things that I've found through my research and through life and just critically thinking is religion 100% has been tampered with to a major, it's a control thing. I can't even watch the football coverage without seeing the programming that's being done to us. And they're on cruise control with a lot of it now. But I want to give you some hope today. I'm scared to say God said anything to me because I don't believe that that's where it is. I don't know whether it be your higher consciousness, if you're just more perceptive and aware. The more I go through this, I know I'm off center here. I always am. Sorry. But the more I get into this and go through it and think and pray or meditate, is there a difference? I'm not so sure. But the more things, it's almost like the voice in your head where you're not hearing the voice, it's thoughts. It's as if they're thoughts, but they're very profound and very direct and precise thoughts. And I think that's your conscience guiding you. And I think if we listen to that more, we find a much better place to live in. And that's not to say the Bible's not on my desk. I don't read it. Please check the story of Nehemiah and relate that today. Beautiful. Check out Nate and Christie's channel. They've got this like a 30-minute video about what's happening to America. I think it's called Restore and Rebuild. It's just phenomenal. I listen to this weekly, if not more. It make you cry. If you don't have tears in your eyes, you're not a true patriot. This is people from Australia. I found through all my research. Boy, the people in Australia really got our backs. So let's send them some love. They're going through some shit right now. But there's some beautiful things happening. Do you realize that the fact that you're seeing all this means we won? We won. Now that's going to be hard for some people to deal with and swallow, but the fact is we won. That's why you're seeing all this. They had no idea. They were truly shocked in 2016 because they had everything rigged. What they didn't know, and we know through Q, which again, absolutely military intelligence plus more. We know that this was a plan that's Patriots. See, the information age brought us to the age of light. Without that, it couldn't have happened. Yes, they were able to put more of a thumb down on us and control us more. There's no question about that. But we also were able to get information on them. That's what the NSA was all about, gathering the information. We all know the stories. And anytime somebody good tried to step forward, throughout the years, there's been so many they've eliminated in many different ways. We all know who they are for the most part. If you don't, write in the comments. I'll do a video on that because that's worth a whole video. They couldn't, but they were patriots. They always were patriots, and they waited for the right time. After Ronald Reagan, every single president was of deep state, of this Luciferian ideology, and they had nothing in store for America less than complete annihilation. We were the last beacon of hope and light. It was a real bright one. It took many stages, many years of presidencies and bad policy to destroy this country. We were very powerful. We're now back again. And you're going to start seeing that. You see, what we speak of here is they call us a cult, they call us crazy, but the reality is, sorry, I keep looking here, I got somebody standing in front of that door. They're going to have to do a long stand. We have many, different stages of this that went on, as I was saying. And it was all, if you notice, it all got a little worse. I remember not even being involved in anything or knowing or being aware that anything was happening and saying, Jesus, you get wind of something on the news, you're driving to work, you're in your own little bubble, and you hear of this policy that went through or this decision made, and you're like, what the hell? That just doesn't seem to benefit us at all. Not just doesn't benefit us, where's our end of it? We don't get anything. We get hurt in this. Why do we owe? I always say that. Why do we owe everybody? Well, why are we not to say I want to hurt anyone and not want to help people, but I could see we were having our own problems. I mean, just look at what's happened in the late 70s, the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s. It's hard for people to deal with that these are all attacks built on us, based on us, done by us, perpetrated by us, the criminals that represented us. And I want to say to you guys, politics is meant to divide, and it's done a wonderful job of that. There are no Republican Democrats. There are no left and right. There isn't communism and capitalism. Let me tell you something. I'm going to give you some fresh perspective. Newsflash, people. If communism was to be implemented the way it's supposed to be, the way it's written, it would work. If capitalism was implemented it would work. Human nature that we're taught, and I'm learning this, I'm coming through this right now, and I'm in the beginning of this, so I may be speaking out of my realm, but my instincts and my conscience and my heart and my integrity is telling me that this is dead balls. That overall human nature is good. It's criminals. It's the criminals that became educated, that talked like us, that spoke like us. We always thought we could just pick out a criminal. You could identify a criminal by the words they used. You used to be able to. I'm sure, and there's always been people who would wiggle their way in, and that's how to take a country down like America from within. We all know this. We all quote this, but you don't realize how real it is. It's happened. But I'm happy to tell you it's over. We are now in the age of light. You see, through all that information storage, we stored their information too. So we could see not only what you were emailing, we also could see what they were planning for a drug deal or a heist or a war or weapons. They funded both sides. That's hard for people to get. They funded Hitler and they funded America. That's a fact. Wartime manufacturing used to be done during wartime. That became, as in 1961, Dwight Eisenhower said, the military-industrial complex, meaning, for layman's, a constant state of war production. Well, to have that happen and be a successful, mega successful company, entity, if you will, you need war. If I make vehicles on the assembly line, if people stop driving, I'm screwed. So I need to make people drive. I need to figure a way to market these vehicles. Well, they had to figure a way, which wasn't a hard way, there's only one way, to market these warplanes and tanks and bombs and all this crazy shit. What'd they do? They had to have war. So, and this was a two-sided benefit for these sick fuckers. The war would, would allow them not only to make the money on the profit on the front end. War-torn countries aren't keeping track and being careful. They're fighting for their fucking lives. So we're able to, I know that this sounds where I'm going to lose some of you, but this is fucking real. This has to be addressed. It would be able to, they could get more children, more war-torn families, separated kids, raping children, sacrificing babies. Look, these people aren't people. A lot of these people who run the shit aren't people. They look at us as a resource. I'm being literal right now. They look at us like we're food in different ways, and literally. People don't understand this. And the sad thing is, many people, most of the movement, I would say, like the media is completely in, but not every anchor is. They're stupid. And they're reading from a script. And they've started to brainwash themselves. And that's what's gone on here. People are following blind right over the fucking cliff. You always talked about that narrow path. Well, cue's that narrow path, and soon it's going to be wide open, and everyone's going to realize, holy shit, Not only was Q not a cult, it was dead balls accurate, and it was telling us. Think about it. If there is all this corruption, which I don't think any of us disagree on either side, on anything, this bullshit happening, how would we ever know? If the media is part of it, the whole media. Remember, you got the Washington, D.C., there's the militaristic arm. The London, England is the financial district arm. And the Vatican is the religious arm. They had complete, total control. The military arm controlled all of the media, as well as the financial. And they were all tied together, but it was more directly under, in their control. They would take in the information and they would disseminate as they deemed appropriate. And that's what's happened. This is all coming to light. If there wasn't this mayhem happening, I'd be worried. But this shows, and they're basically scorching the earth. They know, the people up know they lost. The people who are dumb and brainwashing the masses, they don't realize that they've been brainwashed yet. It's starting to happen. The Great Awakening we talk of, the plan is very real. It's very much happening, and we have won. I'm proud to tell you, I know through my sources, we've won. We're simply watching a movie. I get frustrated and have to tell myself this. It's over. It's done. It's all just coming out now. And us, President Trump, the patriots, us white hats, the people who have been in this in the beginning, we have a major obligation to, one, know I told you so, because they're going to know. Be there like they're not there for us. They're ousting us. I've been exiled for the most part. I walk on complete eggshells in my own family, in my world, and I'm not alone. We've all lost friends, family, wives, lovers, everything, children, because of our beliefs, because they've made us like this. They've done this to us. And a few of us, those of us that are awake, and much more than few now, it's extraordinarily frustrating because we're called everything that there are. Projection, you see it all, it's all tied in. This morning's argument was, I'm watching the NFL stuff, and they're doing something, equality and injustice, and then she has to do these inclusion things for her job, and she's against it, but it's also working, because now she's, you stereotype everyone. I said, what are you talking about? Because I said something about someone being Irish. I grew up in, a Guinea neighborhood in East Boston. We fought with Southie, but we banded together too. It's funny, the Italians and the Irish traditionally hate each other, but it's the most common mix. Marriages, friendships, partnerships. Go into Boston, go to East Boston, go to South Boston, and they'll talk shit about each other, but we love each other. Just the way it is. That's humans. That's how we are. We're not hateful. We don't want to kill. We're not racist. I don't hate you because you're Irish and you like potatoes. I'm just kidding. It's sad. And the thing is, we're all human. They're trying to strip our individuality away from us. Do you understand? This is all about stripping the individuality away. When you take that away, you get what? One world bullshit that they want. They want no real borders. It's basically tons of county lines throughout the country. One big place. This isn't so we can all come together. This is so they can completely control us from a point. Well, isn't that what Nasara and Jassara or Trump-Sara? No, it's not. It's absolutely not. Read it, you fucking idiots. And with that, I'm going to take off. I'm going to watch the game today. I tried to hate the Patriots, but I can't. I love them. I can't put a Buccaneer shirt on. I just can't. Although I'm absolutely rooting for the Buccaneers today. Tom Brady is going to make them. This video will be proof. I've watched him for 20 years light shit up. And he's a general. And he doesn't just learn the offense. He learns the defense. He learns the defense of the team. This kid is a prodigy. Already, look, Mike Evans last week or so probably won't play, injury. I guarantee you that's bullshit. And that's out of character for the Bucs to do because they're just not a very intelligent team. Sorry, it's true. That's Patriot all the way. That's Tom Brady lying. Because there's no fucking way you're going to tell me Mike Evans, who's going to be the best receiver in the league this year, is going to miss game one with Tom Brady at home. No, it ain't happening. I'm not home in New Orleans. But still, there's no way he's missing that game. That's disinformation. That's information warfare. That's legal, people. Those who are going to tell me He said, well, he deflates balls. Okay, fine. He deflated balls and he put up 20 points. And after that, he put up 43 in the next half. So shut up. You don't know shit. Or he put up like 3 points and then he put up 41 or something like that. But it was a big time thing. Maybe there's shenanigans, and if you don't think it's happening on both sides, you're nuts, because that's the way it goes. You still got to snap that ball. You still got to read that defense, and you still got to throw it perfectly. And if anybody doubts that he's not the greatest ever, look at the Patriots. We get to 2 Super Bowls, stumble in, and get blown out. Tom Brady comes along, and now we're in 10 of them, and we win 6 of them, and probably should have won 7 or 8. But shoulda, coulda, we didn't. We lost. The fact is we are a dynasty for 20 years. Who does that? This is Tom Brady. Now, Bill's great, but it's Tom Brady that made that team. Make no mistakes. And I'm watching some of those coaching decisions happen. I live in Tampa, so I'm thrilled about this. And today I get the Patriots at 1 and then Tampa at 4. Listen, I love you guys. I lost some subscribers because I had to go away and shit. And I believe I'm completely shadow banned because I know what I'm telling you. Basically, this was an opinion piece, but it's based on all factual stuff. When I come to you guys with something, I'm telling you straight. All right, I'm out of here with my professionalism. Appreciate you, love you, peace. Where we go one, we go all. Wolf out.